think your check engine light should be off by now, but it's still glowing. If you've already fixed the problem, or it was something minor like a loose gas cap, the light won't always disappear instantly. That's because your car's computer needs time to make sure the issue is really gone. Fortunately, you don't need any tools or special equipment, just a few days of normal driving. This is called a drive cycle reset, and it's one of the simplest, most overlooked ways to clear that annoying check engine light for good. 1. Use an OBD-II scanner. Best method. Using an OBD-II scanner is the most accurate and professional way to reset your check engine light. This handheld device connects directly to your car's onboard computer, allowing you to read error codes, understand what triggered the light, and clear it safely. To begin, locate the OBD-II port in your vehicle. It's usually found under the dashboard, on the driver's side, near or above the pedals. Once you find it, plug in the scanner. Then, turn the ignition key to the on position, which powers the electronics but doesn't start the engine. Your scanner should automatically power on. If not, press its power button, if it has one. Once it's on, follow the prompts on the screen. Some scanners will ask for your vehicle's make, model, and year. Others detect this automatically. Run a scan, and within seconds, you'll see a list of diagnostic trouble codes, DTCS. These codes tell you why the check engine light is on, whether it's a simple issue like a loose gas cap, or a more serious one like a faulty oxygen sensor. Most scanners also provide basic descriptions of the codes to help you understand them. If you've already addressed the issue, or if it was a minor glitch, you can move on to clearing the codes. Select the Clear Codes or Erase Codes option from the scanner menu. Confirm when prompted, and the scanner will communicate with your vehicle's computer to remove the stored codes. If the problem is truly resolved, the check engine light will go off and stay off. But if the root issue hasn't been fixed, the light will likely come back on after a few drive cycles. That's why this method is the most trustworthy. Not only does it reset the light, but it also tells you exactly what's wrong, so you're not left guessing. Investing in an OBD-II scanner is a smart move for any car owner. It saves time, gives you insight into your car's health, and can help you avoid costly visits to the mechanic for simple fixes you can handle yourself. Second, battery disconnect. Method. Quick but risky. If you don't have an OBD-II scanner, one of the oldest tricks in the book for resetting the check engine light is disconnecting the car's battery. This method works by cutting power to the vehicle's computer system, which clears temporary memory, including error codes that trigger the check engine light. While this approach can be effective, it comes with downsides and should be used with caution. To try this method, start by turning off the ignition and removing your car key. Then, pop the hood and locate the battery, usually found on either side of the engine bay. Using a wrench or socket, loosen and remove the negative battery terminal, the one marked with a minus sign, or black cover. It's important to disconnect only the negative terminal to safely interrupt the electrical system. Once it's removed, wait about 10 to 15 minutes. During this time, any remaining power in the system will drain, which forces the vehicle's electronic control unit, ECU, to reset itself. After the wait, reconnect the negative terminal securely and tighten it down. Close the hood, start the car, and check the dashboard. In many cases, the check engine light will no longer be illuminated. However, keep in mind, this method doesn't address the actual problem. It only clears the warning light. If the underlying issue remains unresolved, the light may return within a few miles of driving. There are also a few side effects to be aware of. Disconnecting the battery can reset other systems in your car, such as your radio presets, clock, seat memory, and even the ECU's adaptive learning data. This may cause slightly rougher performance until the system relearns your driving habits. That's why this method is considered quick but risky. It's fine in a pinch, but not ideal if you want a long-term fix or proper diagnostics. Overall, the battery disconnect method is simple and tool-light, but use it only if you're confident the problem is minor, or if you plan to get a proper diagnosis soon after. 3. Drive cycle reset. The drive cycle reset method is the most natural and passive way to turn off the check engine light, and it doesn't require any tools. When you fix the issue that originally triggered the light, your car's onboard computer, known as the ECU or ECM, doesn't always clear the light right away. Instead, it needs time to confirm that the problem is truly gone. That's where the drive cycle comes in. A drive cycle is a series of driving conditions the car needs to go through, so the ECU can retest all its systems and determine whether everything is functioning properly. To perform a proper drive cycle, you simply need to drive your car under normal conditions. But there are a few key points to keep in mind. First, make sure your engine reaches full operating temperature during each trip. This usually happens after about 10 to 15 minutes of driving. Avoid short trips, as the ECU needs enough time to perform system checks. During these drives, vary your speeds. For example, drive in both city, stop and go, and highway, steady cruising conditions. Try to keep your speed steady for a few minutes at highway levels, typically between 45 and 60 miles per hour, then allow some gentle deceleration. This helps the ECU monitor systems like the catalytic converter, oxygen sensors, and EVAP system. It often takes about 3 to 5 complete driving cycles. A full cycle includes a cold start, warm-up, and normal driving for the ECU to confirm that no more faults are present. If all goes well and the issue has been resolved, the check engine light will turn off automatically without you doing anything else. The main advantage of this method is that it's completely free, safe, and doesn't risk resetting unrelated systems in your car. However, it only works if the underlying issue has been fixed. If the problem persists, like a faulty sensor or vacuum leak, the ECU will detect it again, and the light will stay on or come back after a few drives. In short, the drive cycle reset is ideal for minor, resolved issues or after you've made repairs. Just give your car a few days of normal, varied driving, and let the computer do the rest. Resetting your check engine light can be simple if you choose the right method. Whether you go with an OBD-II scanner for a safe, accurate reset, disconnect the battery for a quick fix, or let the light clear on its own through normal driving in a complete drive cycle, each option has its place. Just remember, the most important part is addressing the actual issue that triggered the light in the first place. Resetting the warning without fixing the problem can lead to bigger issues down the road. If the light comes back after a reset, it's your car's way of saying something still isn't right. Don't ignore it. Thanks for reading, and if you found this guide helpful, consider checking out more of our car care tips and DIY maintenance advice to keep your vehicle running smoothly and safely.